Hey guys, Melissa here, and today we are talking about uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. Oh, just wait until you hear these statistics. But real quick, I just want to remind you I am licensed with my 440 and 215 in the state of Florida. You don't have to be in Florida to hear this, but if you are, listen closely. Now, I work for one of the top 3 companies in the United States, but here in Florida, uninsured and underinsured motorists, it's not required, it is highly recommended. And here's why. 60% of drivers out there in Florida, no insurance. So just imagine how many of the 40% left over are underinsured and are driving next to you, in front of you, behind you, everywhere you go. Here's another fun fact. 1 in 10 people in the state of Florida will be involved in an accident where the other party will either not have insurance or not have enough insurance to cover their needs. Give me a minute. This coverage is available in multiple states, so it depends on where you're at. Call your local agent. If you're in Florida, reach out to me. My details are in the description below. I am happy to help because quotes, information, anything in the insurance world that you need to know is free. So why not? Soak up the knowledge, right? In order to get uninsured motorist, you have to have bodily injury. Now, a lot of you have heard BIPD. Well, that's your bodily injury property damage. They're the 2 main components of auto insurance. The uninsured motorist, like I said, has to match or be less than the bodily injury. So if you're carrying, the minimum here in Florida is $10,000 per person, $20,000 per accident, then that is the maximum uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage you can have. Now, let's say you have higher limits, maybe $50,000 per person, $100,000 per accident. Well, then you've got options. You can have the minimum $10,20, you can up it to $25.50, or you can go as high as the $50,100 to match your bodily injury. Now, what does it cover? That's a good question. It covers your medical bills. You, the insurance owner, customer, policyholder. It's yours. It covers your medical bills if you are hit by someone that doesn't have enough bodily injury to cover those, or doesn't have any. Maybe it's a hit and run and they take off. Now you know, with having this insurance, your medical bills will be covered. But here's the thing. It is not the very first piece of insurance that's going to come into play if you are injured in an accident. Now, here in Florida, we have personal injury protection, also known as PIP insurance. It's required. If you have insurance, auto insurance in the state of Florida, you have $10,000 PIP, personal injury protection. So that $10,000 is going to pay first for your medical bills. Next, we have MedPay, medical payments. Not a lot of people that I've dealt with in my 10 years of doing this carry it, but it's another good thing to have. Maybe the average is like $5,000. I think that's the minimum here in Florida. So $5,000 helps cover that. After MedPay, then you have your personal health insurance. Now, granted, you are going to have like a per person or per family large deductible on that. That's why it's important to have the uninsured motorist coverage. You won't have to worry about any gaps in coverage. It is my job to get rid of those gaps, to make sure that you minimize that risk as much as possible to keep you happy and healthy and as you were after an accident. Do you want to hear another crazy Florida fact? Drivers aren't even required to have bodily injury in the state of Florida. Yeah, they don't even have to have it. Other small companies will tell consumers, look, if you're trying to save money, let's remove your bodily injury from the policy, lower that premium a little bit, and there you go, on your way. Great. Now, if they hit someone without bodily injury and that other person gets hurt, that person can sue them and take money from every paycheck for the rest of their lives. Like, really? No bodily injury? You can tell it's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Just because 60% of Florida drivers don't have any insurance. 60. Did I mention that? 60 people. I get it. You're trying to save a little bit of money. You're not helping anyone. If you hit someone and you can't take off as fast as you think you can, you get caught, you're done. You could get your license suspended. They could possibly take your vehicle away. That other person sues you. You are now working the rest of your life to pay their medical bills. Just keep it easy, keep it simple. Pay a little bit more money per month for an insurance bill for coverage, and it'll help everybody out. But I'm getting off track here. I'm getting off track. In a nutshell, if you don't have an uninsured motorist and you live in Florida or a state like it, call your local agent. Get them to quote you to see how much it would be to add that coverage on. If you're in Florida and you love a free quote from me, my details are in the description below. I'm always happy to offer free quotes, free information. That's what I'm here for, to keep everybody safe as best I can. And before we leave this video for the day, here's another fun Florida fact for you. 70%, well actually, I think last year it updated to like 72. 72% of all lawsuits involving auto accidents come from the state of Florida. The other, very small, minute group is for the rest of the United States. Over 70% of lawsuits. And if you're in Florida, comment down below. My drive to work is a little over half an hour. I pass so many attorney billboards. You know the ones. Auto accident, call me. They're everywhere. So protect yourself. Make sure you have high enough bodily injury, property damage. You've already got the personal injury protection. Add uninsured motorist coverage. So again, questions down below. And until next time, guys, take care of yourself. Stay safe. Get insurance.